Hey, what's going on, everybody? This Coach West from Successful Habits. Today's episode is gonna be a little different. It's just gonna be a solo episode where we can sit and talk about life and talk about some college basketball that we have going on right now. It's some great basketball. If you haven't had a chance to watch, man, like the week before, like March Madness tournament actually starts, is like some great basketball, especially like for high school players coming up, man. So make sure you tapped in. Make sure you are at least, watching one or two games, man. If I was to give my former self advice, I would say to watch the college teams that are recruiting you. Like you have to watch them because how would you know if your play style fits? Like especially like if you're coming out of high school or even junior college, like especially junior college, because you only have 2 years to get it right. So it's like you have to make sure you choose the right fit. If that makes sense, like you have to choose the right system, choose the right team, and like so if you are a high school or junior college athlete with multiple offers, like don't choose a school that sounds like really good to people. Like don't choose a school just cause who the school is. Like don't when you're taking your visits and doing your recruiting, like choose a coaching staff. Like you want a coaching staff that believes in you, that pours into you. Like that's more important than whatever school you go to. Like that's how you can maximize your playing opportunity. So that's just my advice, man. So if you athlete sitting on multiple scholarships, now is the time to be watching college basketball because like it's a lot of people's last season, like last game before their season ends. So the effort is at an all time high. Neutral sites, like it's just some good all around basketball to be honest. So like if you are one of those kids, man, make sure you tapping in. Like that's one thing I definitely will go back and tell myself. Make sure you watch it college. But yeah, so as we get into the episode, man, today's episode is gonna be just more so talk about college basketball, but I want to start it off a little different. I want to start it out talking about life. And life, life has up and downs, but like happiness is like life happiness is what you make it. Like whatever happiness and how you find happiness are two different things. Like you have to find what makes you happy. And don't worry about what other people have to say. Don't worry about others' expectations on your life. Like find happiness within yourself. Whatever it is that you feel like you want to do, just do it and see where it goes. Like the best thing I ever did was chase purpose. Like find my purpose, like find my why, like in helping the younger generation, pouring into them, training, coaching. Like I feel at peace when I do that. Like that's my happiness. So find your happiness with whatever it is in life. I know a lot of people, tell you chase money, chase this, chase that. But like if you find happiness and find your peace and find your purpose, I feel like everything will fall in line in regards to all the other aspects that you wish to chase out of life. So it's easy to fall victim to others' expectations on your life, like what you should be doing and what you could be doing, and even to have opinion about other people's life. Like I try to live my life, to the best of my ability, whatever makes me happy. And if it make me happy at the end of the day, that's what matters the most. So I know a lot of even athletes struggle with this. Like, people think they should be doing this or doing that or going here. Like, man, live your life to the best that you can. You will make mistakes. Nobody is perfect. Nobody has all the answers. You will make mistakes, but as long as you make the decision, you can live with those mistakes rather than somebody making that decision for you. So, man, find your happiness, find your peace, and just continue to, follow the path that God wants you on. Because at the end of the day, that's what's most important. Like find your purpose and find your niche. It's more important than, any of these materialistic things that we gather along the way. So just continue to keep that in mind, continue to chase that, man, and continue to get better each and every day. And I think, like developing this mindset early is important because like once you're in school, okay, like I'm gonna use me for an example. I was in like when I started playing basketball, I was probably 6 years old. So from 6 years old all the way to I graduated college, I say about 24, 25, a little after college. From 6 years old all the way to 25 years old, like all I did was practice, go home, work out, things of basketball nature. I missed out on a lot of like stuff that regular kids did because I was chasing this basketball. My biggest dream or biggest goal for myself, like, I didn't come from a family like full of NBA players or pros or like my family was a sports family and people around me play sports, but it was very little people that went on to play Division I basketball, got selected with multiple offers, like, and go on to play professionally. Like, that was my biggest goal coming up. So I did this for 20 straight years, just trying to chase this. Like, I was missing, things that kids did because I was always at games or practice or working out or I was sacrificing a lot, to try to get this goal. And I did. I ended up accomplishing this goal. But I missed some stuff along the way that, kids tend to miss. So once I graduated from college, and like this is the part of, being an athlete that I think no one really just touches on. Like once you had did something for so long, it's so hard to do anything else. So I did this for 20 years of working out, going to the gym, like 3 times a day, working out 2, 3 times a day, going to the gym, going home, going to school. Like I did this for 20 years. So once I got out of school and I didn't know if I wanted to play basketball anymore, when I got out to the real world, I just felt like I was kind of lost because I'm so used to being on the schedule. Like I'm so used to like I got work, I got weights at 6 a.m. I got practice at 12. I got to make sure I get some individual work in after the fact. Like I got lost in the process. So once I stopped it, like I just wasn't happy. Like I just wasn't happy with my life. And I think most of that was just cause, I was so used to doing something. Like I was so used to being like I really didn't know what to do with myself. Like honestly, I didn't know what to do with myself. Like so I just had to kind of find myself mentally. I had to find my happiness again. And, once, I was around the game for so long and I thought I could be around, like I thought I could be without the game. Honestly, I thought I could be without it. So I was like, man, you know what? I'm just take a break. Well, not take a break. I was just gonna be done with it. That was COVID year. It wasn't a lot of basketball going on. So I was just like, you know what? I'll be done with it. Then next thing you know, like I couldn't do it. Like I wasn't happy. I just couldn't do it. And once I found my purpose again, once God put me on the right path, like it led me here. And here I am today standing before you. Like I don't have everything that I want in my life. Like I don't. But I'm acquiring to get it. But my happiness is within what I do and what I pour into athletes and young athletes. So I just thought I'd share that gem before we get officially started within the episode, man. So find your happiness, find your peace, continue to blossom, continue to grow. And, we're gonna continue to talk about athletes after their playing days are over because not many people are doing it. Like when I was coming through, it wasn't no NIL. We just had to find our way. So like I would continue to touch on that because I think a lot of people, struggle with those type of things, whether they say it or not, just trying to find yourself after your playing days are over. Like, especially like if you're not around the sport no more. Because it just feels, it just feels different. So we'll continue to touch on those things, man. Continue to drop episodes like this, try to help you out. Hopefully, my journey can help inspire someone or even help someone mentally that's going through something in life because we all do. But with that being said, let's talk about some March Madness teams. So first off, I have 5 teams that you do not want to play in the NCAA tournament. And as the list goes on, I get to my teams that I think they can win. I'll talk about teams that you do not want to play. I'll talk about my sleeper teams, and we'll just talk about a little bit of these teams individually. So first thing first, the 5 teams that you do not want to play in the NCAA tournament and will have a chance to pull it off. Number 1 on that list is UConn. All right. Now, UConn, they're a powerhouse. I don't know if you've ever watched UConn Husky basketball. Like, their coach is a genius. Like, offensively, I know they get a lot of stuff from overseas. So, shout out to overseas basketball. They playing some great basketball, like ball movement, like 8, 9 passes of possession, just making you guard a whole lot of continuous action. And I think it's going to be tough, especially for a team, because you got to think in the March Madness tournament, these are not teams that you get to see 2, 3 times. Most of these teams are only playing 1 time. So, you have to prepare for UConn and their offense for 1 game. Like, that's hard to do rather than if I seen them in the regular season 1 or 2 times and now I'm preparing for them in the tournament. I have film. Look, this is how we guarded the first time. This was successful on them. This wasn't successful on them. Like, it's hard to make that adjustment. And you want to play them 1 time. So they go number 1 on my list. You do not want to see UConn in the NCAA tournament if you are a team. They're just a super dangerous team and they're going to have a chance every single night. Number 2, I have Florida Gators. Now, Florida Gators is coming. They're steamrolled the SEC during the regular season. I just think their size is kind of a mismatch for a lot of people. They have some of the best bigs in the country, and if the guards are rolling, I think they could be pretty dangerous in the tournament. So they go at number 2. Number 3, Iowa State. Man, playing hard is a skill. All right, whether you know that or not, playing hard is a skill. Because if it wouldn't, everybody would be able to do it. Iowa State has 10 guys that play super hard, like that pushes you, that challenging you. They're making shots. Like they can do the things that shows up on the stat sheet, like rebound. Well, they do the things that doesn't show up on the stat sheet, like tapping out rebounds for offensive rebounds. So a lot of things that you'll see coming times when bigs can't grab the rebound, and they do an extremely well job of this, when the bigs can't grab a rebound, instead of coming down with it and it's crowded, they'll tap it to somebody else. So they do a great job of that. They take charges, they dive on loose balls, they just play hard, man. They remind me of kind of like a Houston team, the way with their mentality. But I think Iowa State, you do not want to see them in the tournament. Number 4, I had Michigan State. Now, I'm going to spend a little time on Michigan State because they have one of the best point guards in the country. All right, Jeremy Fears is the point guard from Michigan State. All right, this kid is averaging 16 points, 9 assists in college. In college, that is extremely tough. And I don't know if you had a chance to watch him play, but he is a true floor general. True. Like when I watch him play, and I told my little brother this. When you call somebody like cold in basketball, quote unquote, like they could be cold at their own thing. Like they could be cold at what they do. Like a lot of people now, they say, oh, he cold because he can score, or he cold because he can do XYZ offensively. But this man is a true floor general, like true floor general. And that's what sets him apart. I want to do a breakdown on him on TikTok, so I probably will drop that if you're following me on TikTok. But man, he's one of the best point guards that I've seen, like that I've just watched in a minute. Like he kind of reminds me of Halliburton, like, but he has his own swag, and like he just puts his team on his back. Like when he goes to the bench, this team is not the same team as when he's in the game. He's a great point guard, and I'm gonna leave it at that. And if you see running to Michigan State, and then they have Carr, he could just flat out jump over you. I know you probably been seeing all the highlights and things like that, but and then they're well coached. Don't even get me started on Izzo and his turning magic. Oh man, they'll be a tough out. They're gonna be a tough out in March, and I like that Michigan State team. Number 5, I'm gonna say St. John. All right, the thing about this team that makes them different, of course, Patino, legendary coach. They just like I said about Iowa State, playing hard is a skill. The way that they play, they guard you 94 feet. They gonna turn you. They're pressing the ball. Active hands. Like this is an athletic team. But the only thing about this team, will they be able to score with the best of them offensively consistently? And because they get a lot of stuff off like steals and turnovers and making you make bad passes and things like that. What happens if a team take cares of the ball against them? Like that's my question mark about this team. Will they be able to shoot the 3 consistently? Will they be able to, score consistently with some of the better teams in the country? But this is a team that I do not want to see in the NCAA tournament, and they absolutely will have a chance to win every single night. All right. My 3 sleeper teams to watch. I call them sleeper teams, like, especially because number 1 and number 3 are both ranked. But even though they're ranked, they're not really picked high to go to the Final Four or to win the Natty. But I think these teams have a chance. I think these teams are better than what people think they are. So for number 1, I'm gonna say Virginia. Watching Virginia, especially in their ACC tournament, Virginia is a good team. Virginia is not the old Virginia, slow down, slow pace, pack line, make you turn the ball. Like they're gonna guard you 94 feet. They're gonna shoot a lot of threes. They're like modern day Virginia, and I like what this coach is doing. I like this team. I think they're gonna be dangerous, especially if they are knocking shots down. If they're knocking shots down, they're gonna be tough to beat because they defend. They have a 7-footer down there who challenges shots. They had another 7-footer who comes in after him. He had like 7 blocks yesterday against NC State. Like they protect the rim well, they defend well. They have a guy who can score. They have all the things they need to go make a deep March Madness run, and I wouldn't be surprised if they end up in the Sweet 16 Final Four. All right, number 2. Now, I could not watch this team without putting them in my three sleeper teams to watch. Number 2 goes to Northern Iowa in the Missouri Valley Conference. Now, I know a lot of people haven't heard of this conference, haven't heard of this team, but this team can go. They defend as a unit. They play together. They play hard. They gonna like suffocate you defensively. What I mean by suffocate, like it's gonna be hard to get open looks some possessions. Like that's how much they defend. They play together. They rotate. They trap you sometimes. They blitz your ball screens. Like they do a lot. They are well coached. They shoot the three on the other end. And this Missouri Valley is tough. Like that conference is tough. They full of guys who are hungry guys who, like this conference is like a step down from like the Power Five, like the mid majors, but these guys are trying to get there. Like they're working for something, so they're playing extra hard. Like I like this team. This is a tough conference to win, and I absolutely do not want to run into this team first round. Like this team is a well coached team. I think the hardest team to beat in March Madness. Like, and don't get me wrong, like you're gonna need a guy. Like every team needs a guy, has a guy. But the hardest teams to beat are teams that play together and they have 4 or 5 guys who can beat you every single night. Like that is Northern Iowa. That is Northern Iowa. They have 3-point shooters. They have guys who can beat you every single night. They're big. They're gonna play together. They take charges. Like that is a well coached mid-major team. And I absolutely will be in trouble if I run into those to the Missouri Valley champions first round. I would be in trouble. All right, number 3 is Illinois. I don't think I have to say too much about Illinois. Illinois is not too, and this is no order, by the way. Like these are just my 3 sleeper teams, no order. Illinois, out of all the teams I named from the sleeper teams, out of both teams I named, this team, Illinois team, is the one people are most hip to. So I don't think I have to do too much talking. I think they're going to be in the game every single night, and I wouldn't want to run into them. They're coached well. They got shooters. They have a good freshman. I just think they're gonna have a shot every single night. I also have a bonus team, Nebraska. Nebraska is my bonus team. They have a tough matchup today, by the way. They play Purdue. Now that's gonna be a tough matchup. Everybody know how good and how deep in the tournament Purdue has been going lately. But Nebraska has been shooting the ball exceptionally well. They closed the season a little rocky, as far as, closer games than they had during the beginning of the season. They show signs of a team that I do not want to play because, like, teams that consistently hit shots, they're going to give you trouble. Like, good offense beats good defense every day of the week. So, I like this team. I like the actions they run. I think the actions get the players involved. I think they're well coached. I think this team also can make some noise in the tournament. All right. Without further ado, the 5 teams is Coach West, 5 teams that 100% can win a national title. Number 1, Blue Devils. And I'm gonna say this. The injuries that Duke has right now, they 100% hurts his team. Like Caleb Foster, he 100% hurts this team when he's not in the game. He's just a veteran point guard. He's tough. He can defend, gets him in the offense. There's nothing wrong with the Boozer twin at the 1. Like, there's nothing wrong with him. But Caleb Foster makes this team go. And also the footer that they lost coming off the bench, I think that's gonna hurt them. They lack some size. Florida State kind of gave them a scare, but I do think 1 and 2 are interchangeable, but it's not close. These are the 2 best teams in the country. So for 1, I got Duke. Hopefully Duke can get healthy. I know Caleb Foster trying to come back, but we'll see. Those injuries do hurt, but I keep them in my list at number 1 because, like I said, number 1 and number 2 is interchangeable. These are definitely the best teams in the country. Now, just because you're the best team doesn't mean that you're guaranteed to win every game. You have to go out there and win. The best team doesn't win every single night. All right, but that's my number 1. Number 2, I got Michigan. And if I was to redo this list, and I did this list before, the injuries started coming out. If I was to redo this list, Michigan would be at 1. I just think the injuries that Duke has, it might be a little too much for them, especially to beat a team like Michigan, because Michigan's size would give you some problems. But number 2, I'm going to go Michigan. Like, this team has been steamrolling teams all year. They had a couple losses. I know Duke got them in the regular season, but I still think this team should be the favorites to win the Natty because the size, man, the size they have, the bigs that they have, they're well coached. they gel together so well. Like they don't take ill-advised shots. They only give you one offensive possession because they're a good rebounding team, and they just out physical you. So I like Michigan. They'll be my 1 and 2, Duke and Michigan. All right, for number 3. And I love this team, Houston. Like I said before, playing hard is a skill. And guess what? They are a very skilled team when it comes to playing hard. Like this team absolutely just plays their butt off every single night. I don't know if you ever watched the Houston team, but like every time I watch them, I'm so impressed on how that coach can make those kids play so hard every single night. Like he even has, I know this is his first year doing it, but he has McDonald's All-Americans, and they play like they never won anything in their life. Like he just has them playing so hard. That like it presses me so much to get kids to buy in like that, and they love that guy, and he's hard on them, he's tough on them. But I love that culture, I love that program, and it's hard for me to see them not being a top 5 team in this tournament. Like I have them being in the Final Four again, just like last year. I have them going deep into the playoffs. I mean, deep into March Madness. Excuse me. This team is just super tough. My only question mark is, will Flemings be able to hit threes? Will Flemings be able to hit enough shots to get them over the hump? I think their defense is going to be there every night. Their rim protection is going to be there every night. Their scheme is going to be good every single night. They just have to be able to hit shots. But I'm rolling with Houston. This has been my favorite team for the last couple of years. If you know me, you know this is one of the best coaches in college basketball. This is a well put together team, a complete team. I like Houston. Give me Houston number 3. Number 4, I'm gonna go Arizona. All right. Arizona is one of those teams that they have multiple people who can beat you. They have multiple good players on their team. They have bigs, they have guards, they have good freshmen. They're just a well complete team. They play together. They play poised. They don't fold on the moment. I like this team. I like the Arizona team. I'm going with them at number 4. All right, my number 5 might surprise you a little bit. The number 5 team that can 100% win the national title, I gotta go Kansas. And I know what people are gonna say. Kansas hasn't been looking like the past Kansas recently, but this team, as we all know, Bill Self can get this team rolling when it matters the most. Derek Peterson, regardless of, I know all the memes that's out there about he doesn't play and this and that, but this kid is one of the best players in the country for a reason. He is one of the top 5 draft picks for a reason. This kid will show up when the lights is bright. He will show up, and Kansas will be ready to play. They have been preparing all year for this moment, for March Madness, resting him and doing these things and playing without him. They got even better playing without him. See, a lot of things that go on in the season, like the journey, is different. You know what I mean? Like everything that happens during the season might prepare you for the off season. Like they play without their best player for what, 4, 5, 6+ games, and during that time they were able to get better. Like Bill Self said, it was the best freshman he ever seen or he ever recruited coming in, and was able to put a team on his back this early. But he didn't have to do that for 4, 5, 6 games. They was able to get it going without him. So imagine when they mesh. Imagine when they get this going in the March Madness tournament. This team is going to be scary. Regardless of how you feel about them, they can defend at all 5 positions. They can switch everything. They have a good big. They can go big. They can go small. They're going to be a tough out. All right, that Big 12 tournament today, that Big 12 tournament is going to be some great basketball. You have Kansas left, you have Houston left, you have Arizona. Like, that's going to be some great basketball. So if you can tune into that, make sure you tune into that. Like, right now, they're running away the best conference. I have 3 Big 12 teams in my top 5 teams to win the national championship. That's crazy. That Big 12 conference is loaded. But that's my top 5 teams. I have Duke, I have Michigan, I have Houston, I have Arizona, and I have Kansas. That's my top 5 teams that 100% can win the national title. So if I'm missing anything, let me know. Leave a comment under this video. I'll be posting this video everywhere. And make sure you tapped into the Twitch. We got Twitch coming up. We're going to drop a live stream. We're going to do the brackets. I can't wait for the bracket to come out. I'm excited about it. I begin texts and comments, about the idea, and people going to show up. So it's just, it's great to just have an outlet to talk hoops and talk life, and, people listen and, just be here. It's just a process, man. I enjoy this. Man, that's all I got for today. Like I said, this was just a quick episode about college basketball, my college basketball recap. I give you with a bonus pick. I think the Big 12 tournament winner will be Houston this year. I think Houston will end up pulling it off. There's so many good teams in the Big 12, man. It's hard to say, but if I had to roll with it, that's my bonus pick. SEC, I think Florida will win. ACC, I think Duke will win. And that's all my major conferences. So, man, if I left anybody out, if I left anything out, man, make sure you let me know. Make sure you tap in, comment, subscribe, like, do whatever you think to do. And this Coach West, man, I'm out.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.